a wee chat today about my goals, targets for this year. As there's likely not going to be any competitions this year and my handicap is 18.6, I want to try and get it as low as I can. Now my average in this course, it's a par 71, my average is about 87 to 89, sometimes 90, 91, but that's in the kind of region that I have my score. So I've decided that my target this year is to break 80 on this course off the white tees. So here we are back at the range. Came down here my lunchtime. A couple of things I want to work on today, and one is hitting my irons a bit better. I mean, I hit them decent, but sometimes I get them at the bottom grooves. And there was an exercise or a practice that I done a few months ago. I done a video on it, and it was Paul Wilson and how to hit your irons pure. So I'm going to do that again today. I've got a big bucket of balls, so I'm going to use most of the bucket on that. I've also got my driver, and there was a video I watched last night with Danny Mod, and it's about hitting the driver free, being free when you hit it, so no using arms, and that's what Paul Wilson teaches. So it's just listen, just thinking what these guys were saying, and try to hit my driver a bit freer, because I've been pushing it out to right, pulling it a bit left. I've really gone down the middle. I'm wearing my new hat, and I've got the reason I'm doing this is I've got a Texas Scramble to play on Saturday. I want my game to be in a good place, so let's see how we go. So that's the practice done. There's quite a wind going across from right to left. Anyway, I've done about 50 balls with the Paul Wilson tip, the irons, and I was hitting them really good after that. I think when I don't know if it's in the footage, but when I went on to the first couple of shots after I'd done it gripping down on a tee, so I was doing it full length club, or full grip, if you know what I mean, off the deck. First 2 or 3 were really pish. Sorry. Cut. The first 2 or 3 weren't very good. And then I got in the swing it. And I worked on narrowing my stance. I thought my stance was maybe a bit too wide. and that seemed to help. I hit the ball really nice, and then I went on the driver, and again considered I might have been standing too wide, so I just tried to get a good stance with the driver, swing it freely, and I was, for a lot of drives, probably about 80% to 90% of the drives were really good. I mean, I don't hit the ball very far, but I did hit it good, so it's fairway finder, that's what I'm looking for. So it's a good session. Well, I'm going to my medal today. I've got a 10 to 9 tee time. Could be my last medal of the year. I might play again next Saturday if I can get a tee time and things with the family go well. But it's just after 8 o'clock. My plan was to go to the range and hit a few balls. I'm not sure if I have time for that now, sitting in traffic. Even though the course is 5 minutes from the house. I've got roadblocks, so it's not the best. It's a bit windy today, it's not very warm. It says it's 12 degrees. It doesn't feel like 12 degrees. It feels like 5 degrees. So I'm well wrapped up, which will restrict my golf swing, of course. I've got my full bag of clubs. Last week, Saturday I forgot the driver. Schoolboy error. But I have it today. If I've got time to go up to the range, I will go just to hit 10 balls or 15 balls just to listen up, warm up, because I really want to warm up, I don't want to go cold to the first tee. So I think I'll do that. It's 6 minutes past. I reckon I'll be there in about 4 minutes. There's another set of lights to go through right enough, because we can't have enough traffic lights and digging up the roads round about here. Seems pretty constant. So that's the plan. We'll see how we go. I've got a handicap of 17.2, so I've got a stroke at 17 holes, and I think I can get 4 or 5 pars today. If I can hit the ball reasonably well, I can see me walking off with 4 or 5 pars. I might even get a birdie, but let's not go there. Let's not be too optimistic. Let's be realistic. Even 3 pars is good, as long as my other holes are no worse than a bogey. I don't want any doubles in the card. Well, traffic lights seem to have gone. Let's not count the chickens, I might have just moved up along the road. Oh, they're away. Obviously too early. I'm still in their bed. So I'm going to be there by just after 10 past. That gives me 40 minutes. That should be time enough to get some balls, go up the range. Look at this little tick, because they're driving them in Chinese. What in it? It's a 30. I'm doing 32. Anyway, you can't beat lunacy, especially if you drive a German car. So yeah, I've got time to go get myself organised, grab a 10-15 balls, go up, hit some balls in the range, maybe a bit of chipping, go back down for probably 22 to get myself set up. Now it's a new layout of the course today, because they're going to change it. I know they're going to the membership to say, do you want us to change it, or you're quite happy the way it is. I know they've said they're going to do that, but they will do that. But the work that they've done, for me, tells me that that's what they're going to do. They're going to do the new thing, the new layout. So you come off the hole at the 6th and you go across to the 9th, which is now the 7th, and the 6th is now the 3rd or 4th I think. No, 4th. Because you start off and you tee off at 3, and rather than 1. It's a new. I've never done this before. Okay, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. But it is very windy. It's okay conditions, but it's not brilliant conditions. But it's okay conditions, and I've got an early tee time, which means I should go round in about 3.5 hours or 3 hours 45, depending on how slow everybody is, because in the morning or the Coffin Dodgers go out, so we'll just need to see how I go with the Pacey plate. I'm now here, I've parked my car, which is good. So like I say, it's now 8:10. I'm going to get my gear organised, go and get some balls, go up to the range, hit a few balls, go to the putting green, hit a few putts, and then get ready to go. Okay. Hi there, this is about 4 days since I scored a 77, scratch 77, which was an X60. That was in the Tankard last Wednesday, where I played particularly well. My driving wasn't the best, but my chipping and putting was really good. I got a wee bit of luck, but I did play well. I couldn't believe my score, because they've changed the course for that day, because the proposal was they were going to change the layout of the course, and that was one of the chances that the members had to use the new layout. Well, what they didn't do was change the card, so at the end of the round my card was butchered, because you went 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 8, 1, 2, 7 and then 13 at the end. And I had to rewrite my card a couple of times. So I didn't know how well I was doing. I knew I was doing well, but I didn't know I was doing that well. And I scored a 6 on the last, which should really have been a 5 at worst. But, you know, 3 for the edge of the green's really poor. It's particularly how I was playing that day. And I did make another video, but it was not very good. So anyway, I thought I'll do this again. So I think it was the day after I got an email saying they've cut my handicap from 17.2 to 14.2, which I thought, fair enough, yeah. Going with the rules, that's probably the maximum I could have dropped. Standard scratch was 70. I've been dropped 3 points, which is fine, happy with that. Then I got an email on the Friday saying, due to general play, I'm now down to 13.2, so fair enough. So I've went from 18.6, playing off in 19 at the start of the season, and I'm finishing the season on, at the moment, 13.2, which is 6 strokes in my handicap, which is tremendous. My goal was 14, then we had COVID, and I'm thinking that's never going to happen. I'm not going to play enough medals to warrant that. Played my first medal and I just basically done the buffer. Played my second, I think I went up 0.1. And then I put in a supplementary card and I was cut from 18.6 to 17.2. And then I played in the medal and I was cut to 13 ultimately. So great season for that, great season. And I didn't even play to my best on Wednesday. I've got to say that, because my driving just wasn't very good. It was okay. I got into trouble a few times, but managed to get myself out of trouble. I think my course management was much better, which helped me greatly. There's a medal on Saturday, which for me would be the last one of the season. I've got my name down for it. It's an early tea time. Once I do a live check and get the green light for that, that will be my last one. So the worst it could be is going up 0.1, finish the season on 13.3, which is still some achievement. Realistically, that's probably what will happen. However, the forecast looks okay. So if I play it, I'm obviously aiming to shoot as good a score as I can, and to keep my handicap and stay in the buffer, I really need to shoot in the low 80s, you know, anywhere between 82 and 84, probably 84 being the worst, but that depends on what the standard scratch is, to be honest. But I can't do it, clearly, because I've got a 77, so Why can't I score a 77 every time I get to play? So let's see how we go. I had a great week, thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm just hoping that my golf can maintain this high level, and let's see how we go. So just looking at the card from the medal last week, the first hole, which was really the 10th hole, I scored a 5. The second, which was the 11th, I got a par 4. The third, which was really the first, I got a par 4. Then the fourth, par 4, fifth, par 4, sixth, bogey 4. 7th, a bogey 5, 8th, a par 4, and 9th, a birdie 4. So I was out in 38. So that's probably the best shooting. That is the best shooting for me, that front 9 the whole year. But obviously I didn't play it in that order. But the front 9, 38. Now moved on to the back 9. Now holes 13, 18 were exactly the same. It was 10, 11 and 12 that were different. So the 10th, I got a 4, which was a par. 11th, I got a bogey 5. 12th, I got a par 4. The 13th, I got a bogey 5. The 14th, I got a par 3, which was almost a 2. The 5th, which I think is the most difficult hole in the course, I got a bogey 5. The 16th, I got a birdie, got a 2. The 17th, I got a bogey 5, and the 18th I got a double bogey 6. So the last 2 holes weren't great. I definitely got 1 stroke on those 2. So that was back in 39. Out in 38, back in 39, totally 77, take off my handicap of 17, I got a net 60, which was really good shooting. Will I ever shoot that again? Who knows? I just need to keep up the good work. But that was my card.